Hello, welcome to the channel again. This is the Goddess Flame Tarot. I hope your 8-8 portal is going well, and I hope you did your intentions as well as accepted the past, present, future, or accepted your life as is, right? So I hope there's been some gratitude that is shared to everything that's happened in the life so far. Okay, so today I specifically wanted to talk about the divine feminines because I have been picking, there are some divine feminines who are coming out of the cocoon as a beautiful butterfly. I think, the caterpillars left the building and it's time for the butterfly to see the world. Okay, so since morning I've just been feeling lighter, happier, and oh my god, I see the wish fulfillment card, and these are just something that just fell. The first card while I was breaking the deck was Nine of Cups, which tells me that there's some wish fulfillment that's going to come along after this full moon. So yeah, and here I am to look into the divine feminine or the feminine energies. So let's see, what do we have for the divine feminines? What do we have for the divine feminines? Okay. So the very first card that fell out was the Two of Wands, which tells me that this Two of Wands, probably you had some vision in your life in terms of how you want to live a certain kind of life. It was a larger than life kind of a image that you had. There were some choices that you had to make in order to get to that version of that dream, and you mostly felt like you were always at the crossroads in terms of choosing the success which is defined by the society. Either it could be chasing some kind of titles, wealth, or some form of external things, or choosing internal happiness by consciously living and accepting that this is what stands right with you, this is what you really love. So I feel like in the past there were different types of visions. Like when I'm looking at this, all I sense is that your visions kept changing based on the people that you were encountering, because like either it's you concentrated too much towards your personal relationships, could be your family, could be your partner in itself. Your visions kept changing, and you hit a crossroad at a point where you had to clarify and define what your personal vision is, and will those people fit into your life? Will those people be accommodating your true self? And probably there were pieces of you which you were hiding in the past because you were accommodating to their comfort. And when it came to those cross paths of choosing yourself and choosing probably what was served to you, maybe in the past you were at a point where you were accepting what was served to you, and you reached a place where you said, this is no longer going to work, and you made a choice, a conscious choice, to concentrate on your vision of life, your vision of living, your way of living, your habits, your values, your ethics. What does your moral compass look like? So you're someone who has aligned their dreams and visions, and let's see, in order to get to this alignment, what happened? What happened to this divine feminine? How did they reach to this alignment? Okay, I get the Eight of Cups. Now, when I look at this Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands, it gives me a sense that you were looking for emotional contentment. So you walked away from something that mattered the most to you. Maybe because they were not looking at your vision and they were just trying to fit you into their vision and their projects, and you felt like you were not getting the priority that you were supposed to get. You were not feeling recognized even at your workplace. So let me tell you this is not specific to one relationship. It is in all aspects of your life. It could have happened even in your workplace. It could have happened within your family system. It could have happened in your partnership relationships. It could have happened in your friendship, where it felt like you were contributing to their project and people were not understanding you, not investing time to recognize who are you as a person, what made you what you are today, and what was your life journey like. Probably you were the person who knew everything about everybody, but they did not know anything about you. So I feel that you made a choice to walk away from everything that made you feel unfulfilled. It could have been that you left your relationship. If it was a boyfriend girlfriend, then you had a breakup. Marriage, probably you separated or you divorced, whatever it is. And your job, it is possible that you quit your job too, right? Or it could be possibly that you were trying to shift gears to find a passive passion or invest in passive income, some way in the form of which you decided to walk away and clean up your whole life. Okay, when I say whole life, you started sitting and working on each area of your life to define, do I have the right people around me as friends who understand where's my point of view and what's my journey been like and what is the decision I want to make. You saw with your friends, and then you saw with your relationship, do I have this person who is standing up for me, because you want an equal give and take in the relationship, and you said this is not going to work out. I need to see the same kind of commitment of how I'm invested. I need to see that. I need to feel that reflection on me too. I need to be respected. I need to get a seat at the table. I should not be the one who is asking where's my seat at the table. Obviously, if this person is taking me as their partner, they need to create that space for me in their system, in their family system, and I don't have to go and fight that battle. So among their friends, among their career associations, so every single aspect of your life, from your friends till your career associations, personal relationships, your colleagues, your relatives, with every single person, you have sat and cleaned up the mess. Okay, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud that you made this decision to clean up what no longer served you. Okay, let's see. So I get the 7 of Cups, which tells me that, like, if I see we went from 8 to 7, which reduced a lot of emotional burden that were on you, and now you chose to break through all the illusions that was around you. You chose to accept your story as is without letting other people tell what your story is. You chose to start correcting people when they try to say, isn't it this way? Every manipulation that came in the form of care, you started recognizing them. You started telling them that this is not my truth. Probably the advice that you're sharing could be true based on your life experiences, but this is not my truth. And you no longer are betraying yourself, nor are you letting others to betray you, by giving you all this societal conditioning, telling that, isn't it the case with every one of us? Isn't it that how life is supposed to be? So you have chosen to break all the illusions that people throw, telling that, why don't you do a business? Like, if someone is coming to bite you, you are able to easily recognize the snakes around you. If someone tries to show, if you do this, like, let's say, there is some schemes, the best thing that I can think about is the pyramid structure, where you have someone under you and they add more people, so that pyramid structure of Amway business, something like that. So if someone is trying to tempt you that there is money here, there is recognition here, why don't you become like this, why don't you do this is a platform right for you, you are no longer just blindly looking at things as, okay, let me go contribute to that situation because they are saying for my good. You are starting to recognize, where does the other person's interest lie? Is it that they are trying to rob some of your gifts, or is it that they are really appreciative and you are probably spending a lot of time not now, at least some time ago, where you were trying to find that person, or kind of a group where you felt like these are the people who are right for me. Okay, so that's the Seven of Cups. Let's see where you're heading. Okay, the next card that I get is the Six of Swords, which tells me that after breaking through these illusions, because it has not been an easy journey for you to battle so many conversations, so many kinds of people, and everything that was thrown at you, at your workplace, at your personal relationships, interpersonal relationships, colleagues, all the kinds of advices that everyone was giving you, you have got tired of it, and you have now decided, it's time for me to just let it be. I'm okay to be misunderstood. I just want to be calm. You have healed everything that was thrown at you, and recognizing that what were your triggers, you decided I need to move forward ahead of them. All their advices is based on their life journey, but I need to move ahead. I need to be surrounded by the right kind of people, and I need to move ahead in the life. Okay, now the other card that fell with the Six of Swords is the Six of Wands, which tell me that this is the right choice that you've made, and it's going to be a victorious one. Okay, and you are also going to get the, for example, let us say during this process, if you were feeling that all your efforts are not being recognized, other people are getting recognition, and you have felt like, when is my share of success and abundance going to come my way? I'm here to tell you, my friend, that you are soon going to get that recognition. You're going to get that acceptance from the society. You're going to be acknowledged that this is who you are. Like, everything about you is going to be acknowledged, appreciated, respected, and you're going to get the victory. All the pride that you have lost is going to come back to you. You now show up as a person who has, figured it out. Okay, those people in the past, like in the Seven of Cups, who were trying to tell you that, isn't it what it is, those people might be feeling jealous, but you also have recognized that that's a trigger. And how do you get over it? Let them copy, let them be who they are, because that's the maximum that they can do. So you're okay with it now. So you will be moving forward. You will start getting the recognition. Like I said, once the full moon starts, or full moon, by the end of full moon energy is going away, you will start getting the right opportunities, right kind of mentors surrounding you. You will get back your mojo. You will get back your pride. You will start being acknowledged at your workplace, start being recognized for your analytical abilities. I feel like, you are someone who has invested so much in, self-development, that people don't recognize that they can mold you into any form. Probably there have been a lot of advice in terms of, find your niche, find your niche. Your niche is that you're unique. You come with everything, and that's okay. Why should you in the name of narrowing down one ability? Let me give you an example. Let's say at your workplace, the requirement is for you to tell storytelling, but you have already mastered the art of, doing some business analytics. You have mastered the art of working with the product teams. So if this is the example where you have the best of the best capacity to bring all the aspects as your own experience to talk about it, and your words hold more worth over any other person's, because you have lived experiences. And if people cannot recognize that, and they just want you to create some boggled up storytelling, then that's their problem, right? Probably that's their way of working. And does it work for them? We don't care. But what you bring to the table is so different from everybody that it becomes a unique blend among the mix. And that's the best part about you. Accept all parts of you, and accomplishment is going to come your way. Okay, what's coming in the future? What's coming in the future? I get the Two of Pentacles. Now, this Two of Pentacles, what it tells me is that It is not juggling between decisions. It is not the juggling that we were talking in the past. But because now that you have decided to move forward, all the, acknowledgement is going to start. You will start balancing the pillars of your life. If one pillar is career, another pillar is love, the third is family, and fourth is your responsibilities, you are now, or even, I forgot to mention the self-care. Okay, yourself, your family, your partner, and your career, financial independence. So if these 4 pillars, or any other pillars, you can name it whatever it is, so if these are the pillars that is of your life, you are now juggling, you will now soon be juggling to balance them out. How do you invest in your career without others going through the drain? How do you make sure that your relationship also feels that you're invested as equally as you're invested in your career? Because in the past you could have felt that, if you concentrate on one thing, there's another thing that's going down. So I feel that very soon you will be facing these situations where you will start understanding your own self in order to balance. Okay, how do you show up in each areas, and what kind of conversations you need to have, and what kind of working agreements, even between your partner, there are working agreements that this is how you're going to show up, what is the kind of emotional regulation that you need, and how would that person show up when there is a trigger. So all this kind of mature conversations is going to happen at your workplace. You will be able to communicate your priorities. You're going to get the right kind of a manager who will understand if you say, I want to concentrate on my child, so, or your any other thing. So you will be given that opportunity to create that work-life balance, not the one that is being spoken on the internet or on the media, but the real work-life balance where work is being the generator of the source of income to live the life that you want to live with the all other 3 pillars, and it is giving you the financial independence. So you're respecting it, but you're not making the center of it, or everything is not about your career anymore. Okay, I get that followed up with the King of Swords. King of Swords, which tells me, which is what I was just talking about, that's the confirmation that there's going to be clarity in your communication. There's going to be a lot of clarity. You'll be very fair when it comes to all the decisions and discussions that happens. You'll be fair in terms of how you show up. You'll be very intelligent as well. All your learned experiences, what you've experienced so far, is now going to be shown to other people through your communication, through how you show up. And I also feel that you'll be very discerning to, let me check out if there are any snakes that come around in your life who are trying to betray you, or who if there is anyone who is trying to manipulate you, your communication is going to be so amazing that you will not only tell them that you do not appreciate it, but to such an extent that they should be able to recognize that you're not someone to meddle with. Okay, Five of Wands. This also tells me that this time around, when there is conflicts, whether it is within your brain, whether it is within your heart in terms of making some decision, or with people around you, you now know how to regulate your emotions. You know how to recognize who is doing what. And I feel like you also have the right kind of people around you. This time you have created your own people who you go for counsel towards. I think you have very less number of people who you trust right now, and you know whom to discuss what, and you have a very small group of close-knit people who are very aligned to where you're heading, or what is the long term. Like the very first thing we started with is the long term vision. So if this is all the conflicts, the last card that I get is the Hangman, which tells me that you have now learned how to integrate your intuition, learned how to take time with the self to recognize how your body is feeling. You're now able to stand aside from everything that is played out and observe what is happening here, how you're contributing to the situation, who is creating what situation, what is leading to what. So I think, you're at an amazing place, or also if you're right now already in this place, you will continue to integrate this into your day-to-day life, and you will continue to remain in your trusting your intuition, trusting taking decisions based on how your body feels. So I'm really proud of you that you have chosen this journey. And yes, with this I really want to say I'm happy for you, feminine, whoever you are, because seems like you had a long journey and you've come a long way, and it's nice to see that you're now balancing out everything. And I feel like this is just the beginning. Okay, and I wish you all the very best. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.